Oh, there's loads of people. Hello, Russell, Paputin, Jim, Archibald Wessex, Al Hull, AJ19 Gaming, Dennis. Hello, hello, hello. Jim's watching in the pub. Heavens above. Well, there we go. Anyway, the reason I'm here, I'm not really streaming. The reason I'm here is just because I want to test Flight Simulator, because I've got it all loaded and running and working again. And offline, it's awesome. It's fantastic. So I'm not going to be doing anything stupid because I need to test my frame rates and fly around some nice scenery, and I just want to chill out. Oh, hello, Bongo. He says, Jenny, in an aeroplane, what can possibly go wrong? Well, normally it goes wrong, but in this one, it probably won't be. I'll just be sort of going in and out because I just need to test things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start up the plane audio, and really, I need you to tell me whether you can still hear me over the audio. Because last time, everybody was saying they could hear me, and when I played it back, I didn't think I could really hear myself very well. We're in Honolulu. We're actually in Hawaii. And as you can see, the graphics are awesome. It really looks stunning. Hello, Moss. Welcome to you. We're in Honolulu. So I'm going to pop my frame rate on, which I wouldn't normally do, but that's why I'm here. So at the moment, what am I getting? Just around the 60 mark, which is brilliant, because before I was barely getting 30. So that's great news. Let's take off and see what happens. I've deliberately set the time so that the sun rises during this, hopefully. Up and away. Jim says he's not seeing anyone else's chat. That's not my problem. I've got a lot of other technical problems, but this is not my problem. You might have to refresh or something. Maybe you've blocked them all and you've forgotten. Right, can you hear me over the wind? Ooh, it's windy. Here we go with all the pretty lights. Let's get up to full speed. Yeah! My microphone looks like it's going in and out. It better not be going in and out because I've never had that problem before. Right, here we go. Woohoo! I'm still getting reasonable frame rates. It's pretty smooth at my end. That doesn't mean that it will be at yours. There's Honolulu Airport. This is quite loud for me. I'm just going to turn it down. Otherwise I'll be shouting! And I don't really need to hear anything. But yeah, there's Honolulu Airport. I'm assuming there's some airport hotels and things. And there's a little... I don't know what that is. Anybody live in Honolulu? We get weird things going on in these streams where I always seem to choose somewhere where somebody in the chat actually lives. But do you not think that this looks way better? Even looking at the city, I'm getting, what, 60? Just under 60? Obviously it fluctuates wildly, but I think I'm pretty impressed with this, because before I was having real issues. But that is really cool. Okay, now, you might be aware that Hawaii, this bit of Hawaii, has some mountains directly in front, but we're okay, because we're not actually going that way. We're actually turning round. We're going to go somewhere else. And as I turn round, lowest frame rate there looked like 44. That's cool. So even with the big city, the flickerings at my end, by the way, that's not streaming. That just happens sometimes. There's quite a lot of buildings. I'm really pleased. I'm really dead chuffed with this. It's great. It's way smoother than it used to be, isn't it? Really happy. I think the absolute lowest I've seen it was... Oh, I can't recreate it, but it was... Oh, there we go. 30... 32? Even 32 is acceptable, isn't it? It's watchable. Everybody goes on about this these days, don't they? But really, it's not your eye that's the problem. Hello to Erstlorb. Moss says the stream is much smoother than your old PC. It is, isn't it? Hello, B. Jordan. You're all here. This is great. It's just a test. And you're all here to see it. That's good news. The reason I didn't stream Flight Simulator that much before was because it was just laggy and jerky and annoying. But the frame rates on this are terrific. I'm very pleased. I've got stars in the sky. If I look up at the sky, what do I get? Whoa! I'm assuming you can see my frame count, but if you can't, that's topping out occasionally 160 something, but it's around 120, 140. But we don't want to look at the sky, we want to look at the city. Does anybody know anything about Honolulu? I can see a stadium. Let's turn off to this side a little bit. Oh, look, there's a boat! Boat! That's a super detailed cruise ship. Brilliant. And then there's 2 towers there. Does anybody know what those towers are? I don't know anything about Hawaii at all other than I want to go there. This is still cranking between 60 and 70 odd frames a second here. And I'm not lagging, like I'm not looking around and it's jumping around. That's brilliant. Oh, it's so beautiful! I love it! No, I haven't installed the game on an SSD, Moss, because I'd need a really huge SSD for all my scenery and stuff, and I actually think this is completely acceptable. I'm really pleased. You can see little cars. I can actually zoom in. I'll zoom in for you. Hang on. Let me zoom in for you on things. There's the stadium. That looks pretty good. And there was some traffic, which I now can't see. There's another stadium-y thing down there. That's good news. Ah, terrific. I'm really pleased. Oh, there's a runway over there. Little airfield. You see, I don't think that we could see that terribly well before, because this is just cranked up to maximum on everything, I think. Other than things like traffic, because that really screws things up even on a very good computer. But we don't need it anyway, it's not essential. I love the way that some of the buildings are different colours, and that one's got all blue windows and blue lights. You see, before when I zoomed in on this, just died, didn't it? But now I'm getting 80 odd frames a second. Yay! There's another airplane. Look! In the sky there. I have put North American air traffic in because it was free with Orbex. North American air traffic and I think it's Australian air traffic are free. So the only real frame rate test on this is if the seat is in shot, and there's no reason for the seat to be in shot. Hey, lovely. I'm not, as I say, I'm not doing anything silly. I'm not going to do anything stupid. I'll probably test a few different bits of scenery because I just want to keep an eye on that frame rate and make sure it still streams okay. If at any point you start having problems with the stream, please let me know, because I'm just trying to get all of this sorted out. The one problem I have got, which you won't be able to help me with, is that I can't multicast to Twitch at the moment, which is incredibly frustrating. I don't know what's wrong with it. Last time when I did the skiing, it looked like it was going to work, and then it went wrong. And it never came back, and it never came back this time, so I'm going to have a chat with the people at Restream to see what the problem is, because my internet's improved as well. I haven't just got improved computer, I've also now got, I think it might be 67 or 68 megabit internet, so I can upload at much higher quality as well. We've got some mountains here, and an airfield in the background, and a little bit of, like a few buildings and things. And I'm not getting anything less than about 65. It's terrific. I'm really pleased. Let's see where the sun's going to come up from. Over there? Over there is bright. Beautiful, bright blue. I have all of the Hawaiian islands. What I'll do and you won't be able to see me doing this. I will change my aircraft so we can fly a bit quicker. I don't know whether the Jenny aircraft is still on here. I suspect it probably isn't. No, it isn't. That's a shame. That's something else I need to reinstall. So I will just change to the standard Cessna Skyhawk. Would I like to designate this module? I'd love you to. And no, it won't do it. Well, of course. Of course I'm just going round in a circle trying to change planes. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Ah, lovely. The problem with this, of course, is I need to set things because otherwise we're going to die. So... which one of these is it? That one. Ah, lovely. That's made things a little bit more crap, actually, and I think it's because there's more scenery around the scenery, because I'm obviously in a plane now. Space Hoppercopter says there's nothing quite like going through your games on higher settings to see how they run. It's great, isn't it? But the plane has slowed things down considerably. I still think it's acceptable, though. I'm not getting anything under 40 odd. I'm assuming that's still okay for everybody. You can just see it's just not quite as smooth. But it's not bad. It's certainly better than it was before. Let's have a look out the other window. At the sea. Ah, you can see the sea. With the moon. I'm assuming that's the moon on it. Put my topography map on. There we go. And what was I going to do then? Oh, change my range. There we go. Right, all of this looks pretty good. Yeah, okay, so that's not quite as good in the plane. But it's still twice the frame rate that I was getting before. Let me just pull the zoom back in a bit. I think I usually have it at 0.6. Yeah, that kills it. If you've got the actual plane, sorry, I thought that was a flash of lightning there, but it's my own lights. If you've got the actual plane in shot, or it's having to think about the actual plane, then it doesn't like it very much, and that's not massively surprising. But I can go a lot quicker, that's the thing. I can go a heck of a lot quicker if I let the plane fly itself. Because the air trike takes forever to get anywhere. We'd have to fly over London or something in that so there are things to see. Speaking of flying over London, shall we fly over London? Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to see me changing this, but you'll just have to trust me when I tell you. Let's go from Heathrow. That's Heathrow in London, not Heathrow in Texas. And we'll get back in the trike and we'll change it so that it's the afternoon. I'm assuming that you're all still out there. It says excellent connection. Wonder whether I can do all of that bit on a... Can I do all of that bit on my tablet instead? Can I do all of the... what's the word I'm looking for? Monitoring things on a mobile device instead of having to do it on my computer monitor, because that would help me enormously. I mean, YouTube is just awful now. They've massively overcomplicated everything. I am live. I don't want to go live. I am live. No, no, no. Why do you not know that I'm already streaming? That's so stupid. Why is my phone not recognising that I'm live? Oh, you are now recognising that I'm live. Well, is there any chance of giving me control over it? I can mark it as not interested. Yeah, I'm not interested. Not interested in your stupid live stream, Jenny. No. I'm sure you can. It's just working out what to do with it. Let's do this instead. Just trying to find the control centre. Live streaming. I'm going to have to do this on a much bigger screen because I'm only on my tiny mobile at the moment. Right, why does it say that I'm offline? That is so stunningly annoying. I'm not offline, I'm blatantly live. You've just told me that. Okay, the health is good. Oh good, I'm glad the health is good, but where's the chat? Oh, it's there. Okay, there we are. Right. So it's weird because it gives me the chat, but the rest of it, the analytics is on a different tab. Oh no, it isn't. There it is. Oh, that's so stupid, honestly. Right. I'm on tiny chat, but I can do it from here. So that's a little bit easier. That's good. Right, get back to what I was doing before. Because I can have OBS monitoring. I haven't got quite enough real estate on my screen. That's what the problem is. Right, here we are at Heathrow. Okay, let's do it. B Jordan says I'm awaiting another 7 Days episode. Yeah, I'm sure you are. I don't doubt it. Technically it's Stardew Valley next, but there's a bit of an issue with that, namely that I'm not enjoying it very much. I don't know how people would feel if I just stopped doing Stardew Valley. They'd probably be going, oh Jenny, oh we really like this game. But the problem is people keep telling me they like 7 Days to Die as well, and then nobody's really watching it. So that's quite annoying. Hey, this looks very London. Let's move my mouse back to somewhere a bit more convenient. Hey! What am I getting on that? Still in the 40s. There's Heathrow. Hello! This little hub thing in the middle there. Air traffic control, which appears to have no windows. That's disturbing. Not really any traffic or anything. I don't know whether I've got all of that turned on. Oh, there's a little baggage cart thing. Or it could be the food van. Ooh, that's creaking a bit. But these graphics are ramped right up, and I'm sure if I brought them down a bit you probably wouldn't notice. So I'm going to test that now. Let's see how different it is. Settings, display. If I limit the frame rate, that might help a little bit. Global texture resolution, if I just bring it down to medium high, at the moment, was it on ultra high? Yeah. I'll just bring it down to high. Even taking lens flare off and that kind of thing might help. That doesn't look like massively different, does it? That's keeping it in the 30s at least. It's big lakes. It's maybe not, you know, like on ultra high it's just dead sharp, like really full on super sharp. And it also depends on the quality of the scenery as well, because I don't think I've done anything to London other than the Orbeck stuff. And it's just struggling a little bit. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to knock out things like lens flare, because I don't think anybody really cares. If I put that back up and knock out lens flare, and if I tell it not to do one or two of the light things, like the aircraft casting shadows on itself, doesn't matter, but it can make a massive amount of difference. if I bring the auto-gen density down, auto-gen density down to normal, which you shouldn't really notice. Right, put the graphics back up to... Guys, I'm really sorry, but this is a test stream. I know you want other things, but I've got to test this out, and I just thought it might be fun to do it as a stream, so I can test my stream as well. Right, I've ramped the graphics back up to maximum quality, but I've taken some stuff out that doesn't really matter. Oh yeah, okay, that's better. That's never going below, unless you've got the thing in shot, that's never really going below 40 something. That looks smoother as well to me. I think there's a sort of acceptable level of smoothness, isn't there? Water looks good. Plenty of buildings to test it out on here. You can see the breeze on the lake there, that's cool. That's pretty detailed, I'm happy with that. Hello rodent of the Astro Waste, welcome to my test of Flight Simulator, now with way more power than before. Seems to be doing pretty well, it's very smooth. I've just had to remove some lighting effects and stuff to keep the frame rate up. I think the water looks pretty good on the large masses, maybe not so much on the little ones, but that's not the stream, that's just the software. Russell says today's snack is Terry's chocolate orange. Excellent. I haven't eaten my lunch yet. I've been so excited to do all of this. What am I going to have for lunch? I don't know. I've got some leftover pasta. Is that a reservoir, by the way? That looks too natural. Are all of these reservoirs? Does anybody live in London? All of this looks way too natural to be normal areas of water. We've got Orbex with Global Vector and the tree bit, and there's another thing as well. Vector, the trees, and whatever the huge package is, Global, FTX Global. I have all of those because I got them in a sale. Oh, it's beautiful. I love it. Wonder if we'll start seeing anything that we recognise. What's that up there? Oh, yes! Look! Famous London buildings! Yay! I haven't installed a lot of my scenery, but I don't think that I had any extra London bits. What I haven't installed again is Orbex England, because it really screwed up Manchester last time, like really screwed it up very badly, to the point where Manchester was basically underground. And I don't really know why it did that, so I'll try it again. And if it screws up, then at least I haven't installed too much. Jim says that I had those new flame grilled Doritos. Me too, I had some of those this week. They were lovely, I did enjoy them, they were good. I still really like the habanero and guacamole ones though, they're awesome. I tried the sweet chili Hamar ones earlier this week, and as with all things Hamar, they're not quite as sweet. This is really good. I'm really pleased. I'm really pleased. Moss says, can you head to Westminster and sort this Brexit shit out? Oh, that would be amazing, wouldn't it, if you could look down and see how many people are at the march. Does anybody know how many there are there? I saw some of the tweets this morning, and then I got involved with doing all of this. I saw also that the tower that contains Big Ben, is it called the Elizabeth Tower or something, has been cleaned, and it looks fantastic. I'm so pleased with this, it's great. everything looks terrific, because obviously it's not just for streaming, it's also for me. You can see some little cars, there's a little lorry. I think, is that a station over there? Not sure. So I haven't got any London scenery particularly, so let's go to like Reykjavik or something. That would be cool. It would literally be cool because it's cold out there. Right, Reykjavik at dawn. There should be lights. It won't be massively scenery dense, but... Oh, it is. It's the Queen Elizabeth II Tower. Yeah, instead of all... It looks black and white, doesn't it? It used to look black and white because it was really polluted, but now it's all Prussian blue and gold, and it looks amazing. Sorry, it takes a little bit of time to load it, but I think it's worth it. The longer it takes to load, the more exciting it's going to be. Might go over the Pacific Northwest as well, because that is stunning. That at full tilt would be great. I've downloaded loads of airfields. I'm going to have to look up which ones I've got. In fact, while it's doing that, I might look up which ones I've got. Because it's all free ones. If you have Orbex, you get some free stuff with it. Let's just go and have a look. I'm sure it said that some of the airfields are in the Pacific Northwest. The internet's a bit rubbish today. Any of these in the Pacific Northwest? They must be. They must be. That's really annoying. Should have the Nanaimo Water Aerodrome on Vancouver Island. Oh, we've got Portland as well. We've got Portland in Oregon. Oh, Bowerman. KHQM. We've got KHQM, so we'll go there. Right. However, we're now here. Welcome to Reykjavik. Somebody's beaten me to it. There's a plane in the sky up there. Oh, there's one there as well. Or something. There's something there. Is that the moon? Don't know. Go and have a closer look. The sky is beautiful. I haven't used Active Sky Next yet. Not least because it always puts loads of clouds in everything and we wanted clear skies so we can see. Uh-oh. Oh, tuned into Attis. Don't want to be tuned into Attis. Let's detune Attis. Go away. Let's just turn my radio off. Look! Check it out! Couldn't zoom in on stuff like that before, it just crippled everything. Wow. Well, hello Reykjavik, you look a lot better. That's awesome. What am I getting on that? Between 68 and 88? That's good. Oh, there's a thingy. We're flying towards a thingy. What's that? Does anybody live in Reykjavik? Does anybody know what that is? Some sort of power plant, refinery? Don't know. Storage area? Oh, look, we've got buildings that actually have writing on them. I know that that's not doing very well, but buildings with actual little bits of advertising and stuff. Anybody know what any of these buildings are? There's a big building there, big roundabout. There's a massive roundabout. Nice view out to the sea. I think the sun's coming up behind me. You can see some light as well shining. Oh, it's glorious. I love it. I'm so happy. even little things on the sea. Little trees on the islands, they weren't there before. Must have taken all of those away. Here's all the pretty lights at 70 odd frames per second. Yay! You can see the waves crashing in there. Oh, that is lovely. I'm so pleased. Also, it's really helping my eyes and my head because it's not jerky. It's not stuttering in the way that it was before. The absolute lowest I'm getting is about 47 at the moment. But it looks pretty good, it feels good, it flies well. It's a dome thing or something down there. What's that? Ooh! What's that? Looks like an observatory or something. Mysterious Icelandic dome. Well, there you go. All the things we couldn't see before. That's cool. Oh, so pleased. Let's go to Bora Bora, which is called, it's not called Bora Bora, it's called Mutomore or something. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. Mutomore? No, it must have spelt it wrongly. I'll go and look it up manually. Although, where the hell is Bora Bora? Oh, there we go. It's alright, there's a French Polynesia tab. It's fine, it's fine. Motu Mute. Okay, right, let's go to Motu Mute in the middle of the day. I bet that's going to be stunning. High-spec PCs are good for your health, yes. Aren't they just? Next thing, although it won't be for a while because I'm spending money like it's going out of fashion at the moment and I can't afford to, is a new monitor with a little bit more real estate on it. And maybe even 144 Hertz, if it will make any difference. Oh, I'm getting crackling on my headphones, which drives me mad. Interference of some sort, don't know why. I hope everybody thought that the sound in the last studio video was better. I say I hope you all thought it was better. It was better. I'm very pleased that it was better. I bought a Tascam DR05. Which is like a glorified dictaphone, but it records pretty good audio. In fact, it records such good audio that it picks things up from outside, so you can hear birds tweeting and things like that you really don't want in your streams, but... Oh! We appear to be in paradise! Ooh, hello! I like it already! Oh, let's go, let's go, let's go! This is just the sort of place that you want to fly a doofer over, a what do you call it, a air trike over. Let's go. There's some other planes. Oh yeah. Now that is super cool. I paid for this scenery. It was only about, I don't know, about £12 or something. That looks amazing. Little boats. Little holiday destinations. Oh, I love it. But what I've got to make sure is that we don't fly out to like just into the sea, because what we want is to see some of the other islands. So let's just see where I'm going. Oh, actually, I don't know which one of the ones of these are covered, but yeah, I'm going kind of in the wrong direction here. So let's turn round. I love the fact that you can even see the bottom of the sea and the coral reefs and everything. Look, you can even see where two bits of water meet each other now. That's super amazing. Look, there's a yacht there. I tell you what Bora Bora has, but I don't know where it is. You know that really famous photograph with all of the little holiday huts? I'm sure they're around here, but I don't know where they are. Oh, speaking of holidays. Look! Hello! People with lots of money. I'm trying to think where I got this. Oh, Aerosoft. It's Tahiti X from Aerosoft. There's a big bit of land. Oh, this is amazing. Let's go up a little bit higher. I did have the whole archipelago where you could fly right round from French Polynesia to... This is like Anguilla or somewhere, right at the end. I'm going to have to reinstall all of that. Because that's what I do, you know, sometimes. I do really relaxing flights just for myself. If I do flights without me talking, people get really annoyed about it. It's like, do you not just want to see this flight? Just set a flight plan, or don't even plan it. Just set a flight, just go. No talking, no anything. Just relaxing. You can see traffic going round the island road there. What frame rate am I getting now? Imagine it must be pretty good because this doesn't have much... Oh no, I lied actually, we're in the 30s. If you just look at the sea like that, it's like 80 odd. But if you have a landmass like that, that's down to 30 something. It's because it's so detailed, I think. Also, I've got this bay with all of this detail, and you can see the waves coming in, and I'm assuming it's reflecting things in the sky as well. That's probably the most watery water I've had, though. Look, boats! I'm sure there's... It's like there's a tent. Who's pitched their tent in the boat area? Look at that, look at the detail on that jetty. There's the tent, look, there's a bright green tent. There's a little school bus as well, maybe that's a school. Look. Boats. The detail on that is just... Look how far I can zoom in. Obviously gets harder to control it. There's even like... sorry, that's... But I'm just trying to point out, there's even little logos on the tankers and all sorts. The fact that the Microsoft Zoom feature is a bit rubbish. Neither here nor there, but this is absolutely awesome. I am a bit concerned about that though, bringing my frame rate down, because it sort of begs the question what a mountain's going to be like. Because you know I do like to fly around Mont Blanc and the Dolomites and that sort of thing. But I mean, in fairness, it's got to be better. Archibald Wessex says it's amazing how far we've come from DOS fractals. That had no textures, but the terrain skeleton, I absolutely remember that. Absolutely remember that. And we used to be wowed by that as well. But this is amazing. What a view. Oh, look at that. Hey. I'm so happy. It's brilliant. Need a drink. Right, I'm going to try one more place, and that is that waterdrome or whatever it's called, but I can't remember what the airport code was. K something something something. Let me just check that again, unless anybody's remembered it. KHQM. Right, let's have a go at KHQM. See what that's like. KHQM. Not that it always finds things, but there it is. Bowerman, that's the one. It's in the state of Washington. I haven't installed all of the West Coast of America because there's stacks of it and it takes ages. So it might be that this looks a bit generic and it will look better when I've installed all the scenery, but it will take forever and ever and ever and ever. There's stacks of it. While that's loading, because it's only on 20%, I should probably do the standard YouTube. Please subscribe, please hit the bell, please thumbs up, please go and check out my Patreon, please join the Discord, please follow me on Twitter, please buy me a coffee or a Ko-fi and Ann if you want to, please, whatever, please watch the last video, which was about Chili's. They nearly got me. Please watch 7 Days to Die, etc, 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 etc. The thing is, if I start doing like proper live studio stuff, I say proper, that's not what I mean, but you know what I mean. If I start doing that more often, which I really should do, because it seems pretty popular, I might have to can a game, and that game will be Stardew Valley, I'm afraid, because 7 Days to Die, there's always something going on, and 2 Point Hospital, there's always something going on, and other things I play, there's always something going on, but I'm not... I don't know, Stardew Valley, it's a sort of game where if I was playing it and I wasn't streaming it, I'd be a bit hacked off with it, to be honest. I'd be thinking, can I be bothered? Ooh, somebody's talking to me! Did he just say Santa Claus less than 1 mile? Is he? Hey, this looks nice. Look at the grasses. Oh, look at the nature. This is completely different. I've never seen it look that detailed. Shall I talk to air traffic control? I kind of feel a bit funny just taking off. Oh, are we all on telling each other? Oh, that's alright then. Won't bother, I'll just take off. Check out that detail though. Look, I've got meadows of wildflowers and all sorts now. What else should I be saying? Oh, tell your friends. Tell your friends about Jennyverse. Got some beautiful details. There's a boat, got some water again. Hey. So this airport was free. This is one of the ones that I got, and I'm assuming that the land around it looks amazing because you tend to get the land around airports for a couple of miles as well. Oh look, lots of planes. I've also installed that bob thing where you can actually get out the plane and walk around. I can't remember how to do it right now, but this is just a test anyway. Oh, look, there's even steam. There's steam coming out of the building. At least I hope it's not on fire. Wait a minute, that's a diner? It's a cafe! It actually says cafe! I've found the cafe. Stream over. There's me on the ground there. Truckers heading towards the cafe. Oh my god, that's amazing! So all of that land over there, as I say, it's a bit generic, but I think that I've got a download, because I downloaded the whole of the West Coast of America because it was all free. I think I donated some money for it. You can buy them a Ko-fi and Ann as well, but I think I threw some money at them because I downloaded so much of it. But all of that land there, I think, has been done by the creator of the airport because it looks really detailed. There's a bridge. Proper bridge. Every time I mention give me money, somebody stops watching. Sorry. Oh, I've got an athletics track. The funny thing is the track itself is not that detailed, but it does have a little set of bleachers there and a car park. 2 car parks. Tennis courts. More car parks, obviously. Quite important. I don't know, have we got a school or something here, maybe? Oh, hello. You can still see me. Look, there's my little shadow creeping around like a big creepy thing. There's the widest view that we can get, which is actually quite cool. Got some fields. That looks like an abandoned Actually, it looks like an abandoned air thing or an abandoned storage unit or something. I'm not sure. Oh, and Rodent says, and the Steam group. Yes, absolutely, because I had 300 odd people in the last Steam group, and I told them all that that Steam group was disappearing. And there only 40 odd turned up at the next one. Look at this bridge! One way lets boats through, the other way lets vehicles across. Look, again, we've got... That does look like smoke rather than steam. Something's on fire. Oh no. Look at all these details and land masses. Is this like a quarry of some sort? We've got some cars. Look, we've got traffic. We've got trucks going to the cafe. We've got 3-figure frame rate for a moment there. Maybe it's not having this in view. Oh, it is. Yeah, it is. Oh, is that what's causing the frame rate issue? Is it having to do the propeller maybe? It's not too happy with that. Anyway, we don't want to look that way. We've got a nice twisty river. Thumbs up if you like twisty rivers. There's a baseball ground down there, is there? Yep. It might just be softball. It's definitely not a professional place, is it? But yeah, all of this is pretty generic now. Look, you can see where we're leaving, where that guy has done all of the scenery. Still not bad though. I think, did Orbex give me North American vector package as well? Maybe. Can't remember. But I'm so pleased. I'm really chuffed with all of this. It looks great, it runs great, it streams well, although it only streams well to YouTube because Twitch streaming doesn't seem to want to play, which I will have to have a chat with somebody about. I'll tell you the other stuff I need to sort out when I go back to trying to stream on Twitch again, is all of the graphics and things for when I get new followers and all that sort of thing. When somebody gives me money and their name comes up on the screen, I need to sort that out. I need to ask for some help. I have a friend who is brilliant at all that kind of thing, so I'll ask him for some help with that because I can't remember how to do it. Just see some vague mist over the mountains there. Ah, it's so lovely. It's so lovely and I love it and it's great. And I hope you think it's great as well, so we can fly to places properly and not have me whinging about the frame rate. Oh, somebody's talking. Stephen says, I am here! That's a shame, because I'm about not to be. But look, you can see the beautiful scenery. Russell, if you're still here, your 144Hz monitor, does that mean that it plays games at 144 frames per second proper, then? Because I never have anything set to that. And I don't think that this would ever reach that, and I probably won't be able to stream it anyway, but... The thing is that I don't play really intense games that need me to be super trigger happy or anything. So I might not need it. But it seems a bit silly not to get it if I can have it. Because I'm assuming you don't have to use it either, because there's a 144Hz only display port. I don't, they've got a refinery thing as well. Everybody's got them. Reykjavik had one. Now this place has got one. Hello, boats. Oh! What name is that? You ain't seen me okay, says I found your channel from Digitizer. Good. Welcome to you. I'm just doing a bit of testing just to see whether this runs really well, and it does. I'm really pleased. Russell says it has FreeSync, so the refresh rate changes to match the FPS. Oh, that's interesting. So it's always optimised. And it also works over HDMI. Okay. Have you seen this water? Oh, it's lovely! But I'm going to start coming back into that airfield, I think. I think that's probably the best thing to do, is to go and land where I came from. Purely just to see whether the frame rate is any good. Can you see the frame rate, by the way? It doesn't always show the overlays, and obviously it never shows you when I go to the menu screen. You too can share the joy of the awesome frame rate. That's terrifying, isn't it? What's more terrifying is how quickly we're coming down, but it will be fine. I can land the trike pretty much anywhere. Not that that's what you want, because you'll want me to crash. That looks like a marine lake there. It's a marine lake in New Brighton. We'll have to go to New Brighton. We'll have to take off from Liverpool and see whether we can see New Brighton. Russell says FreeSync is for AMD and G-Sync is for Nvidia graphics cards. I have an AMD card. It is an RX 580, in fact. Special edition. Sapphire Special Edition. Just easing the way in. You can sort of glide this in. I'm sure if I killed the engines now, we'd probably be okay. I'm gonna fly? We're not gonna fry. We're gonna fly over the marine lake, and then we're going to land on that airstrip. If anybody could look up what the key thing is for Bob, that would be great. Oh, hello. Old Mopai says you should take off from the airport right next to my house. You have an airport right next to your house. Oh, that's cool. Jim says the seahorse in New Brighton is nice. It is. I really like the seahorse. I think the food's excellent. I was surprised because, I don't know, those sorts of places, you never quite know what you're getting, but I really enjoyed it. And their ice cream! Oh, their ice cream freezer is incredible. But I went round the corner and had ice cream in Cafe... Is it called Cafe Crema? And that was good. Yeah, Russell, if you wouldn't mind telling me what monitor you've got, that would be good. And Old Mo, if you can tell me the code for your airport, we'll do that, as you hear. We'll do one final flight from your house. If you've got the 4-digit, the 4-letter code for it, that would be great. Otherwise, I will just try and find it. Ah, the love that has gone into this scenery is joyous. Oh, I can hear the sea and the birds. He must have put some sound effects in it as well. Gonna come down a little bit previous, huh? Yeah, can anybody look up what the key thing for Bob is? There's a key or two I can press to actually get out of this and walk around it, but I can't remember what it is. Whoops! It's actually called Bob. Okay, hit the brakes. We can go and have a wander around. Actually, I might beat you to it. I'll go and have a look and see if I can find what Bob is. Bob key controls. Probably be like, what the hell are you talking about? Yeah, it's come back with key controls for Bob's Track Builder, Bob in GTA, Bob in... No, that's not what I want. Orb X Bob, please. First person mode, that's the one. Where is the key controls? Documentation, user guide. Damn it, I've got to download a user guide. Oh no, it's okay, it's only a Word document. How do you use Bob? Control E. Apparently we will hear Bob say, let's go for a walk. Okay, let's try that. Let's see if that works. Right. Bob. Control E. Nope. Do I have to turn the engines off or something first? I can't remember how to do that. How do you turn the engines off? Can't remember. Damn it. It shouldn't matter anyway though, should it? It's been so long since I did all of this that I've forgotten all of the controls for everything. Control E and then use the rudder. Control E and then use the rudder. Nope. Oh dear. Bob's broken. It's fine. Work that out later as well. We're going to fly from Old Mopar's airport and then we're going to call it a day because I really need to eat. So, I haven't got the 3-digit IDs. I've only got the 4-letter ones. Can you give me the name of the airport? Oh, dramatic music. You're in Mount Pocono. Let's see whether it finds it on that. Nope. See if I can find it myself. Mount Pocono Airport in Pennsylvania is KMPO, Pocono Mountains Municipal Airport. Sorry, it was MPO. It has a K in front of it. KMPO. There it is. Pocono Mountains. I have to see what the quality of the airport is because it might be that it's not that impressive because I haven't got it. I haven't, downloaded it. Namcos says, which flight sim is this? It is Flight Simulator X, a Steam edition of, but it's had all sorts of modifications because it's got Orbex with global and vector and various other bits and pieces. But I'm just testing frame rates and stuff just to see exactly how much better it is than last time. Oh, thanks Russell for sending me the link to your monitor. This is loading pretty quickly, so I fear that it might not be the most exciting scenery in the world, but yeah, it is Flight Simulator, not Fight Simulator. That's a different stream. Not had WWE wrestling for a while, have we? That's Fight Simulator. Haven't played that in ages. Right, here we are. For Old Mopar 420. We are in Mount Pocono Municipal Airport, which may or may not have anything going on because, well, it just probably hasn't. Because I have no extra scenery for it, but that sky is awesome. Let's go. Sorry, I hope you've got no interference on your audio because I've got a little bit of crackling and it's driving me mad. I don't know whether it's my headphones, like the cable touching something, or whether it's the actual game. It's not a game, it's a simulator. There we go. There's the runway that we're on. Up, up and away! It's very icy. Has it been snowing there? I haven't got real world weather on, by the way. Is that it? Oh, there's the little building. We'll go around to the little building. So your local... Ooh, hang on a minute. Hang on, just one little minute. Hang on. Uh-oh. We're not going to crash on your house. I forbid it. Right, what I was about to say before we had a little incident there was that your airport seems to have a checked wall. Like little red checks. There is. Or is that little windows? It even has a light go round and round and round. I like the lights. The lights are cool. It did snow last night, so this is pretty much exactly it then. If I could walk around it in Bob, I would do, but Bob's not playing. There it is. How realistic is that, by the way? Because I think they've got pretty much all the airports in it. It's just how much detail they're in. And you can see that that's a limited detail one because nobody's done it. I'll go and look it up. I'll go and see if I can find it. See whether anybody's ever done it. But there it is. We can get fuel. And there's got a little 2-door passenger area there by the looks of things. How cool is that? Well, there we go. We do visit viewers' homes occasionally, or at least viewers' cities. We've been to Coventry, which turned out to be quite disappointing. And we've been across various places in America. And really mysteriously, there was one occasion where I was flying across somewhere really random. And somebody came in and said, I live there, I can't remember where it was. And told us all about it. So there's the sun coming up. What sort of time is it there? Is the sun just about coming up there for you? I didn't look at the time. I didn't bother setting it. So you've got little lakes and lots of forest. Lovely. And lots of traffic. There's plenty of ground traffic here. Got some stars in the sky. Got another plane, I think, up there. Glorious. Right, what we'll do then, as I say, I really need to get some food, so what I'll do is I might land on the road or in the town or something stupid, and then I will probably be on again later. Again, just testing things, won't be doing anything massively exciting, I'm afraid. Not that you need me to do anything massively exciting. But what I also want to do is stream that Winter Challenge game, you know, the Winter Sports Challenge with the bobsledding. Because the developer actually contacted me and said that on the basis of the video that I'd done, on the basis of that live stream where I was just in bits laughing my head off, he's actually made some improvements to the game. And apparently he's also added a ski jump mode. So we're going to have to play that again. That bug where I ended up in the air with my arse sticking out, unable to move, he's managed to replicate and he's managed to fix it. And obviously he wouldn't have found out about that if I hadn't streamed it, so that was good. Look, we've got blue sky over here, and we've got pink sky over here, and we've got yellow sky over there. Yellow, and pink, and purple, and blue. And this is the Interstate 380. I love that! I love that idea! We could actually get somebody to do like a tour. There's a thought. Might do that for Patreon people. Who wants me to fly around their town? Can't promise anything exciting will happen, but you can talk about where you live. Sort of show and tell. Time must be just, I think I just set it to dawn or dusk or whichever one it is. I can't remember. Does the sun look like it's coming down or coming up? I think it's going down, isn't it? Must have set it to dusk. Because I wanted to see the pretty lights, like I always do. Hello, people in cars and vans that we couldn't really see before because it absolutely destroyed my frame rate. Not anymore! Speaking of frame rate, there we go. We get 3 figures in your part of the world because there's nothing here. Jim says, my glass is empty, it's time to go. Thank you for coming, Jim, to this little test. It's alright, I'm going in a minute as well. Otherwise you're going to start hearing my stomach rumbling. There's a little tower thing there. Do you have little tower things? And big lorries? People driving off into the middle of nowhere. It looks like a big lake. Actually, everything looks like a big lake. You've got loads of big lakes. Even the entrance to the interstate is reasonably detailed. Yeah, all the roads are correct, aren't they? Obviously not all the bridges are there, so they do actually technically cross each other, a bit like Scale Electric. But it doesn't matter. Oh, they disappear as if there is a bridge there, so they don't crash into each other or anything. Oh, the lights are on the Toby Hanna Army Depot. I love this. I love the fact that you can tell me these things. Oh, wow. It's great. It's nice as well to have people in who like my flight simulator love, who like just looking at the scenery. Because I know some people want me to crash and want me to fly around backwards and that kind of thing, but I absolutely love just finding places. I had no idea that one of the world's top golf courses is on St Vincent and the Grenadines. The only reason I found that out was because I downloaded some scenery for St Vincent and the Grenadines, and there was a golf course, and I went, oh, and I googled it, and it told me all about it. It's like the 7th best golf course in the world or something. And I would never have known it was there if I hadn't flown over it. Look at this light slowly changing. Brilliant frame rate here because there's nothing here. Oh, I've lost the interstate. There doesn't seem to be anything to head to. Is the town over there? I've gone the wrong way. Oh no, the road will take me to Scranton. Oh, okay. There's an ice hockey team in Scranton, is there? Well, it's the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins. Do they still exist? I don't like the Penguins. Sorry. I hope you don't support the Penguins. The problem is, in the trike, it takes ages and ages and ages to get anywhere. But in the plane, you don't get as good frame rates and quite as good a view because you can't look around in the same way and look straight down. Because you're in a plane. What I need is like a super-powered trike. You can see other planes in the distance there, flying around. Air traffic around here is quite heavy, actually, relatively to what we've seen before. There's a Baron 58 Beechcraft, whatever that means. Oh, you do support penguins? Or it is just the Penguins. Because they're always changing their names, aren't they? Ice hockey teams. But Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins have been going for years and years and years. Awesome. Well, my stomach really genuinely is audibly rumbling now, and I'm getting really, really hungry. So I'm going to leave it here. Thank you all for coming. This was just a demo, just to see what it can do, and what it can do on this kind of view is 130 odd frames a second, which is fantastic. Oh no, JJXB, you've just missed me. I'm just going. But I will be back later because this is fun and I'm really enjoying it. It's just nice to talk to people while I am doing this. Oh, apparently that plane in the distance probably just took off from Wilkes-Barre. So there's an airport over here as well then. It's on Bombardier. Yeah, it's going up. So is the airport over there? Or did it have to turn like they do out of Manchester where they go and then they rise? I don't know, but we are going off into an utterly beautiful bit of scenery. So thank you all for coming. I'm sorry if you missed it. If you did miss it, obviously you can DVR it. You just won't be able to chat. But I will absolutely see you all later when I've downloaded a bit more scenery, which will be super cool.